Democracies, dictatorships, communism. Monarchies, regardless of your current form of government, all suffer from the same issue. All are reliant on good leaders to make them work well for the masses. Democracies like to think of themselves as the least bad alternative. But as our current crop of democratically elected leaders clearly illustrates, this form of government is far from a guarantee of good leadership. Even if the top posts are occasionally occupied by talented and benevolent leaders, all current forms of government will tend towards rotting from the inside, due to the type of individuals who are the most attracted to positions of power. So, in the end, the system that gets people into power will, over time, tend towards irrelevant, as those who seek to corrupt the system create and expand loopholes to further the interests of a select few, regardless of the system that they find themselves in. Democracies are actually worse off in this regard in the long run, because, even though they take longer to corrupt, once rotten, they maintain a much better illusion to the masses that the populace still has some semblance of power over their own lives, while all the big choices have long already been decided against their favour. As the how of attaining political power is obviously no guarantee of quality, we need to focus our attention to the why. What motivates individuals to seek power, and how can we ensure that only those seek power who would not use it for their own gain? We have to make it impossible for those willing power to use it for their own gain. A concession-based public office, the need for public officials wielding power over others to temporarily, and in some cases permanently, relinquish personal rights proportional to the power that their office gives them. Full financial disclosure, restrictions on any future earnings and employment, payments and use of wealth for them or their families and dependents. Until there are suitable mechanisms to ensure that public servants attain no personal gain from their roles, those willing to do just that, serve and better humanity, will always be crowded out by those seeking to use the power for their own aims. The required trade-off, personal rights of the positions themselves, must guarantee that those seeking to occupy them only do so for the right reasons. There are enough qualified, intelligent people that would gladly serve humanity under these more humble conditions. Other than this, only an effective way for the public to remove incompetent officials from government posts is really required to ensure that the public is better served by those in power, regardless of the mechanisms for filling these roles. We need to stop focusing on how people get into power and focus more on why they would want it in the first place. That is the next evolution in government. For further information, check out my other video in the link below. Take care and all the best.